Hello. In this screencast, I want to discuss a hard case. The card I'm looking at is at the bottom here. It's got a BML call number with a date, which would indicate that at the time of cataloging, this particular item was owned by HML. So, in accordance with my preferred workflow, I'm going to start by searching on that call number. Now, the general format, just because that O might be deemed ambiguous between an O and a 0, the general format, as you probably have understand by now, is for BML call numbers is that it begins with a numeral, then there's a letter, and then there are additional numeric items, maybe a date, maybe not. So we'll search under 1O1937-6. So we'll choose call number - other, because we're dealing with a BML style call number, 1O1937-6, confirming, yes. Okay, and we'll see what we get. We don't get a match. We're looking most likely for something identified as created by Emil Abderhalden. We don't see any works by Abderhalden here. One thing you can do, something that I often do, is truncate the call number. Maybe take that last digit off and see what it pulls up. And that doesn't help. We have still only one BML style call number with the date 1937 in it, and it's not what we're looking for. So the next step that I take is to try to search by another data element in the call number, perhaps by the author, perhaps by the title. I'll try the author. When I pull up the search results, I can tell that I want to be looking under this entry. And so this will pull up a list of results of works cataloged under that author creator name. And I'm just looking for a match. We would like to find something beginning with the word rundschreiben, which means circular, like open letter, basically. These results, as you can see, are arranged alphabetically by title. Nothing promising seems to be appearing. Now we've gotten past the items whose titles begin with R. So that doesn't look terribly promising. Doesn't look as though we're going to find a match that way. So the next thing I'll do is search under title. Typically start with just a fragment at the beginning. Searching under the word Rundschreiben, Rundschreiben an die Mitglieder der Akademie. Rundschreiben an die Mitglieder. However, this is not what we want. We don't want anything that has to do with the Goethe Museum of Frankfurt. This also apparently was published later than the item that we're looking for, which, given the call number, would indicate that it was published in 1937. This doesn't look like a good match. So a holosearch isn't really turning up much of anything useful. The last stab worth taking in doing a holosearch would be keyword searching. I'm going to try this search phrase, Leopoldinisch Karolinisch, because I'm looking at what might be possibly either the title of a series or maybe the title of the creator for this work. Maybe it isn't Abderhalden, maybe we're talking about something that is a component of a larger work that would be cataloged under this name. So I'm going to try a keyword search on Leopoldinisch Karolinisch and see if anything comes up. A few things come up. But what looks most interesting to me, and I should indicate at this point that I have in advance scouted these search results. Otherwise, I would be searching through all 61. The one that looks most interesting to me is this one. The subject headings indicate that we're in the right territory. The publication year in particular looks promising, 1937. Kaiserlich Leopoldinisch Karolinisch Deutschen Akademie der Naturforscher. So you've got that name. And it could be very well, apparently is a periodical, and it could very well be that the item that we're looking for is somehow part of this. Now, there is no Countway Holdings statement for it. So in any case, it's, as it turns out, you're not going to find a record in the main spreadsheet for this item. And moreover, it's a judgment call whether you should use this Hollis number in particular in making an entry in the additional photostat items for this work. I would leave that as a judgment call. In my case, I didn't add it. If you look here at row 168 in the additional photostat items, I decided to create an entry in here because following our procedures, we want to create entries for everything that we encounter in the photostats that we can't find in the spreadsheet. But because I'm not entirely sure what sort of connection this particular item has to the record in Hollis that we just found, I'm going to leave the MMS ID off. And instead, what I've done is indicate ownership in accordance with the style of the call number. I've added the title, I've added the author creator, and that's something of a guess. Just going on the basis of what we see on the photostat. And I've added a little bit of additional information just typed in by hand from the photostat itself and placed that under the additional identifying info field in the spreadsheet and leave it at that. And then I regard myself as done with this card. And in fact, in my copy in my book, I have written "not found" directly on